I'd like you to meet my friend the Octopus. His name is Grief. You've reached Talking with Dr. Terry, 180 Seconds to a Better You, message 116. I'm Dr. Terry Wurzbacher, and this call goes out to everyone who's experienced or is experiencing grief, so it's probably going out to all of you. Why do I seem so focused on these morbid subjects? Well, because A, they aren't morbid, and B, they are important. Even if you aren't or haven't experienced grief, you know someone who has, and you must have some understanding of this thing so you can be supportive. I almost said monster, but it's not fair to call something that's a normal part of life and death a monster just because it makes us uncomfortable, or we don't know how to handle it. So why did I pick an octopus to represent grief? For a couple of reasons. If you've seen the movie The Octopus Teacher, you'll know how brilliant and self-healing these creatures are. Grief is like that too. It can help us heal, and it really does seem to know when we need it, even if it's inconvenient. Our problem is that we fight it and resist it. That's why it seems so horrible. But you'll also know that it's tenacious. The suckers on its tentacles will hold on until it feels like letting go, when it's gotten what it needs. These tentacles pop up into crevices we'd never think of. They're subtle, but they're there for sure. We never know when they'll pop up. We're in such an age of instant gratification that people experiencing grief have no chance of being able to go through the process properly. We expect them to be up and at 'em in a few weeks, or maybe months, but certainly no more than 3, or perhaps 6 if we're nice. Well, life just doesn't work that way, and you as a friend, colleague, or employer, a teammate in other words, can help just by letting them go through the process. You can't stand there and tap your finger on the watch indicating, you should be over this by now. How much more inhuman can you be? You shouldn't expect someone to be able to totally compartmentalize grief, even if you think you can. Leave your problems at the door is a phrase we should eliminate. Look at how we treat professional athletes. Yes, they're getting an insane amount of money to do their job, and yes, we hope they can overcome emotional issues in order to be able to play like we think they should, but maybe there wouldn't be a need for people like Brian Cain and Dr. Gilbert if there was. Who are we to decide what they should or shouldn't compartmentalize? When my father died, I got 5 days off, and the first night back, the head of pediatrics came trotting into my office telling me his clinic needed to shut down on such and such a day, so all the kids would have to come to the ER. The shutdown was so that they could have a department picnic or party. My already beleaguered staff was going to have to cover his folks so they could go and have a good time. Anyone who knows me can visualize my response to him 5 days after my father died. He was insensitive and looking at his own bottom line, his own personal issues. Do you know what's happening in the lives of your friends and teammates? How can you help them?